also a way that you can use it to kind of snap somebody out of a spell, out of a, because I was in the spell where I was just going around trying to womanize and all this stuff, whatever. So it's a way for the universe to say, hey, this isn't material. There's something else going on here. Wake up, wake up. You really think this is a coincidence, So that's what I really believe synchronicities are. I mean, there's a lot of different reasons for them, but that's one of the main reasons, I think, in that situation particularly.
Yeah, I definitely think that they can be like wake up type of events. Like if you keep, it's almost like when something keeps happening to you, and it reminds me of that's another kind of a synchronicity, but what I posted in one of the chats earlier, which was like it looks like it's a circle and it looks like it just keeps going, but if you turn it, it's actually like a spiral that spirals down or or up, and it's like it's like how you look at things, right? So it
all about perspective, very important,
right? So anyway,
so go ahead.
So the other story that the other story that was kind of a sync recently that just happened, and we've talked about these kinds of things before, but we've talked about them in the sense of like when we talked about that there aren't as many people as we've been told that there are on this realm, because we talked about it in the topic of like what a small world we live in. But yeah, something that happened to me when I was in an airport, and I was at London Heathrow on business, and I was just done with being by myself and having to haul all my things to the bathroom just to, it's like I couldn't leave them with someone while I went to the restroom. And I was sitting there in the waiting area, and I just thought to myself, gosh darn it, I just wish I had somebody that I could leave these things with while I went to the restroom. And then in the distance, I see a coworker. I mean, and it was a really big company that I worked for. And I just knew a lot of people in the company because I was very social and friendly and stuff. And I networked a lot, but we weren't even in the same department. We weren't on the same business trip. We weren't on the same, like, I didn't know why he was on business. I was on business going to a different country. And yeah, it was just really funny. And when I saw him, I was like, oh my gosh, yes, it was so crazy. But anyway, I also want to mention something really interesting that that's kind of relates to like intuition and like syncs, because sometimes I think they're tied. What do you think, Brandon? Like intuition and your synchronicities can be tied, I think.
Yeah, I think so for sure, because we talk about synchronicities could be a way for your higher self to communicate with you, and that could be, because we think we don't always know exactly what time it is, but is it possible that part of us knows exactly what time it is? So it'll just say, look at the clock or whatever. You just look at the clock, and it's because it's your intuition telling you to look, and you look and it's 1:11 or whatever. So I think that's one way it's tied together. And also that way that I was just going to say the name of the company of my dad's company, was just going to say the name of it because intuitionally I felt it, like I knew it. And it's possible that I remember seeing her at a family picnic, and her, her face was in there, and I already knew it, but I just was too busy in this material realm, wrapped up with everything else, worried about getting the bikes packed up because we have to get back at this time. And there's like 6 of us, and I'm always the one, for some reason, I'm always the glue that holds everyone together, because just because we were dudes hanging out doesn't mean like they weren't acting like, because some guys, get pissy about this and that. And so I always have to be the one to come in and be like, oh, hey guys, like, let's chill the fuck out, like. So anyway,
Yeah,
I had my brain in all these other places, so part of me was like, no, hang on. Yeah. So I think you're right. It definitely is tied together.
You would be, you big old Gandalf wizard.
Yeah, that's me. That's
Randolph.
Randolph
The Grey.
Yeah, it's like, hello guys.